It tastes like vanilla ice cream, you guys. Vanilla ice cream. Today, I'm gonna show you what I eat in a day, and it requires little to no cooking or prep time, is budget friendly, and delicious. Woohoo! All right, so first we are going to prepare the burrito mix, and I have my pre-prepped items, and we went over this in my last video, what to eat in a week to lean out. No stress and easy. So if you haven't seen that, check that out. So yeah, first step is we're gonna spray the pan with cooking spray. I already sprayed it, so. And then we pour in our egg whites. See, like, you don't have to have them pre-portioned out, but it just makes it really nice and easy. So I just come up and I'm like, what? Just dump stuff in, we're ready. So then I have my diced veggies. So these were frozen veggies, but no longer because they've defrosted. And then another quick, easy thing, we have our rice. So this is already microwaved, 2-minute rice. I'm gonna put some into this. Okay, so now we're gonna add in to the egg whites our rice. Now keep in mind, I've actually never made this exact recipe before, so I don't know what we're in for. This is gonna be a nice surprise. So now we poured this in, we've poured in our beans, we've poured in our rice, and now we're gonna mix it up. I'm definitely gonna add some salt. It looks pretty good. So there, now we have this, and now we're gonna put it on medium heat. Da-da-da. And we're gonna cover it, and then once in a while, we're gonna mix it. My other egg recipe involves no mixing, but this, we want it mixed around, so it's nice and like fluffy. And the beauty of this meal is that now I can just leave this for like, I don't know, it takes a bit of time to cook. So I can leave it, set a timer, and then come back up, mix it, and then leave again. So if you don't wanna sit here watching things cook, you don't have to. Okay, so I was a little bit wrong with how long the burrito mix takes to cook. It's been like 5 minutes, I think. So it's nice and speedy, woo! All right, and adding tomatoes, I forgot to do that at the beginning, as well as some seasoning. Roxy, she's excited for the seasoning. We have garlic and herb and Tex-Mex. Woo! Woo! All right, so now this is done. I mean, there's not much to cook. It's literally just heating it up. So, well, and the egg whites. So now we are gonna just add some of our cheese, and then we're gonna cover it up and let that melt. I've turned the heat off though. So this part could have been pre-done the night before if you're low on time. So keep that in mind. This is our burrito mix. So let's pretend this is ready. Now what we're gonna do is prepare the eggies. And here are our eggies. All right, so now, next step, we've got our tortilla, and I'm gonna put some avocado in it. And now, for the fun part. What we're gonna do is put some of the burrito mix in here. This is so much. Like, this was supposed to be like half for one meal and half for another, but like, I don't know, we may even have more left over than we thought. So I'm just gonna shovel as much as I can onto this. Okay, so we're gonna do that. And then we've got the eggies. She's trying to sing with me. Okay, so then what I usually do is I'll like kind of cut this up so it fits. And another thing too is if you are hungry enough to eat more of the mix, I'll often just have it on the side. So like once I eat this, I'll be like, how am I feeling? And then I may eat a little bit more of it. So it's like intuitive macro tracking kinda. This is where my skills are not very great. I'm not good at folding up a burrito, but it's okay, it's okay. We can just shove it in, like blah, blah, blah. So yeah, this is a little big. I might actually want to eat some of this on the side. And Mr. Baxter wants some. And so there's our breakfast burrito. All right, so this is so good. I am very content and proud of myself for coming up with this without even ever trying it. I mean, I know it's pretty simple. It's not like crazy, but still, like, I'm not a good cook and I made this. Oh. So in my last video where we were preparing and planning all of this, I was saying that I felt like I was having a bit of food boredom and I needed a change. And this was just enough to provide that. Like, it's similar to my old breakfast, but just different enough. So I'm very excited about this. Okay, so now we are preparing our Greek yogurt bark, and we did this in my last video, the how to prepare a week's worth of food, no stress. So now this is gonna actually show you more of the recipe process. And this is really great because, put Mr. Baxter down, you can prepare enough for multiple days, a full week, a couple nights, whatever you want. So it's not something you have to constantly keep making. And I forget if I mentioned this, but this is on page 29 of my Knockout Body 2.0 recipe book. So if you have it and you want to follow along, feel free. All right, let's get into it. So what you're gonna do is first line a baking sheet with parchment paper. Otherwise this is all gonna stick and that's gonna suck. And then first you're gonna put your Greek yogurt in here. So I'm definitely gonna be making multiple days worth of this. So we're gonna start with the Greek yogurt. So sometimes in the recipe book, I actually have to mix stevia, but that's if you're using plain vanilla yogurt, or no, plain Greek yogurt. This is vanilla flavored, so it's already fairly sweet, so it's fine. And then what you're gonna do next is use either sugar-free maple syrup or regular syrup, and you're just gonna add a little bit in. And it's not just for the flavor, it also freezes nicer when you have some sugar in there. So I have done this with 0-calorie syrup and it came out pretty good, but I do have the calories available. So I'm like, let's make it just a little bit better and use the real syrup. So this is gonna be 1 tablespoon for like multiple days. So that's not too bad. So we're gonna mix it around. You wanna make sure this is like laying flat because it's supposed to be bark pieces. So you don't want it all like weird. Okay. Probably it would be smarter to like mix this in a bowl first and then put it in, but it's okay. It's all right. Okay. Okay, next step. I'm reading from my recipe. Yeah, so even in my own recipe book, it actually says to do this in a bowl and then pour it on, but that's okay. Learn from my mistakes. So yeah, then you're gonna pour it onto the baking sheet, and now is when you want to top it with whatever toppings you want. So I'm doing berries, frozen berries, and then I'm gonna put a little bit of Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal. Ooh. Now, some of these cherry pieces are, not cherry, strawberry pieces are kind of big. So like you could chop them up, but I don't feel like it. It's too much work. So I'm just gonna kind of toss them on here. But if you wanted to not do that, like you could chop them up all nice. Da, da, da. Okay, so then make sure this is all sitting nice. I'm gonna mix it in a bit. Yeah, I'm gonna mix it in. I feel like it's kind of nice to have them like in there. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I guess theoretically I could have mixed this in the bowl as well. I'm gonna put a little bit more because I like to have fairly large servings of fruit, so. Okay. I'm gonna make it even because I feel like if parts of it are not even, it's gonna come out weird. Okay, I think this is good. Now I'm just gonna put a little bit of cereal. Now this, again, you can put whatever you want. In the book, I actually have like, you could put some type of granola, and then I'm just gonna crush it up. Crush it up, crush it up, crush it up. Crush it up, crush it up. So what I'm doing here, so this was 30 grams, so that's literally 1 serving of cereal for like multiple days worth of eating. So it's not Moderation, it's moderation. He really wants it. He was barking for the bark. Woo, 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 woo. All right, so I kind of fixed it a bit because it was a bit of a disaster. You want to try to make it fairly smooth and even across. So I kind of did that. I mixed it in a bit more, added some extra, I mixed the cereal in, and then I added a little bit more on top, and now it's nice and evenly spread. And next up is to put it in the freezer until it's frozen. So that could be a minimum of 2 hours or longer. In my case, this is gonna be for multiple days. So yeah, it's ready. Okay, so now we're at our next meal, and this is where the Knockout Body No Stress Meal Planner really comes in handy because my meal is ready aside from a couple extra little things. So if you have not received your free copy of the meal planner yet, click the link in my description box below and you can get meal planning. So yeah, this is the other half of the burrito bowl, and I've also just added a bit of extra avocado in it, and there's still all the cheese and stuff from earlier. So that's it. Now I just have to heat it up and it's ready. If I was hungrier, I could have a little bit more with it. Like I could have like a piece of toast or extra veggies, whatever. But I mean, this is pretty big, so I'm good. And that's super easy, super quick. Woohoo. Okay, so fantastic news about this burrito bowl. So the egg whites, you can't taste them. It literally just like camouflages in with all of the other stuff. So, I mean, not that I dislike the taste of egg whites, but it's not like some like super egg whitey tasting thing. Like it just tastes flavorful and delicious, and it's like secret protein. That's what the egg whites are here. Secret protein. Mmm.
I've got the Baxter. I've got the Waxy. I've got the food.
All right, so now we are at dinner, and it's gonna be noodles with tuna and veggies and avocado. What a surprise. So we're using low-calorie noodles. So this is called New Pasta. There's a lot of similar types of brands. You can find them in just health sections at the grocery store, and it's 25 calories per the pack. But you gotta make sure you rinse it out because it smells weird and stuff. So that's a very important step. So sometimes what I do to save time, because, okay, so we also have our pre-Tupperwared veggies, so ready to go. These, again, were frozen as we went over. So that's ready. So sometimes if I'll just put this in the microwave, and then I'll just rinse this with really hot water so I don't have to heat it up as well. It's just like lazy step right there. Yeah. Oh, it's quite a bit. All right, so we've microwaved our beans. We've put hot water on our noodles. And we're gonna pour them in, we're gonna pour them in together, trying not to spill. Okay, and next step, well, there's not many more steps. So tuna, so I love getting these flavored cans of tuna. Let me show it to you. There's just like lots of different little flavors. So spicy Thai chili, and sun-dried tomato basil. There's lots of different good flavors. So it's like, you're getting some variety in an easy way. So I don't know which one I want today. I do not know. I think today I'm gonna go with the chili, I keep forgetting what it's called. Today I'm gonna go with the spicy Thai chili. It's really good. So that's what I'm gonna go with. But first I'm actually gonna put the olive oil and the salt, and then the avocado I add as well. Okay. And you can put other seasonings too, I guess whatever tickles your fancy. And then I measure out a teaspoon of olive oil. This is something where you definitely want to be careful, not just pour without paying attention, because you can easily add up in calories. I mentioned this in my last video, 11 reasons why you are not losing belly fat. So check that out. It's going to be linked around here and in the description box if you would like to see it. Pour this on, mix her in. And we add the tuna. Okay, it's coming along. So I really like these tunas as well because these tunas because they're not like sitting in an oil or anything, so you don't have to drain them. I remember when I used to like have to drain my tuna cans and then like there'd be tuna water all over the place. This is nice. You just open it up, pour it in, ba-bam, you're good to go. So even if you brought that with you somewhere, like on the go, it's a lot easier to just prepare because then you don't have all this tuna liquid all over the place. All right, so I've mixed it up so it looks a lot nicer, and I've added some avocado, and that's about it. So again, it's really simple and quick and easy, and it's also something where it's flexible, obviously, because you can make it versatile, like different veggies, different sauces, different tuna flavors, or even protein source overall. So this is a yummy one, and I'm gonna eat it now. All right, our Greek yogurt bar is ready. So let's take a look. Let's see how it came out. Ooh, ah. Okay, now for the moment of truth. Now this is like, it's frozen just enough, but it's like still a little soft. So that's kind of nice actually, to be honest. Yeah. It came out good. Yum, 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 yum. This is so good. Oh my God. With the vanilla Greek yogurt, it tastes really good. It tastes like vanilla ice cream, you guys. Vanilla ice cream. And that is going to conclude this video. If you have not gotten my Knockout Body No Stress Meal Planner yet, make sure you click the link in the description box below for your free copy. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for next Friday's video, and I will see you then. Bye!